One of the biggest superpowers you can build, and almost nobody actively works on it, is not taking things personally. Someone comments on your performance, someone comments on your looks, someone puts you down for absolutely no reason at all. I want to tell you something clearly. Most of the time, it was never about you, it was about them, their perception, their projection. Give me the next 6 minutes and I'll show you how to actually tell the difference and what to do with each kind of comments in different scenarios. Hi everyone, I'm Captain Ritu Kumar Singh. I'm a former Indian Army officer and I'm a communication coach. And out of everything I teach, this is the one shift that changes people's lives the fastest. Faster than any speaking technique I have ever taught, any body language trick, any script you could ever memorize. Because most people don't struggle with communication because they don't know what to say. They struggle because every piece of feedback, every offhand comment, every disagreement feels like an attack on who they are. And when everything feels like an attack, you either go silent or you go on a defensive mode. And neither one lets you actually hear what's being said or say what you actually mean. But before I get into it, quick thank you to all of you. We just crossed 20,000 subscribers on this channel within a period of 1.5 months. So I started posting on this channel regularly from 9th of June. Before it was just a dead end. And thank you for everyone for being here and supporting me in this journey. I'm going to tell you that this is going to get better and better. So let's get back to it. Your boss snapped at you in a meeting. That's most likely their stress, their deadline, their bad morning, wearing your name as a costume for just 30 seconds. A stranger made a comment about your looks. That's not information about you. That's someone reaching for you the easiest, laziest way they had in that moment. A friend gave you a short, dry reply. That's probably their mood, their workload in their own head, and not a verdict of your friendship. See, we all are walking around assuming we are the main character in everyone else's story. Let me break the bubble here. We are not. Most people are far too busy living inside their own head to spend real energy attacking yours. When you take something personally, you're not reacting to what they meant. You're reacting to a story you told yourself about what they meant. And that story is sometimes absolutely wrong. Now, let me tell you the simple science about why your brain does this. So, your brain has one job above all others. Simple. That is to keep you safe. A long time ago, when we were living in jungle, safe meant not getting kicked out of your tribe. Because outside the tribe alone, you would die. So your brain built a very sensitive alarm system for anything that smells like social rejection. A raised eyebrow on you, a short reply, a critical comment. And the problem is that this alarm system cannot tell the difference between you're actually being rejected and someone had a bad day and it splashed onto you by accident. It still fires the exact same way every time. Heart rate up, thoughts turn defensive. That's not you being weak or oversensitive. That's a smoke alarm doing exactly what it was built to do, reacting to smoke even when there is no fire. Now, here's where most advice on this topic gets it wrong. Most people will tell you, just don't take anything personally ever. That's incomplete. And honestly, it's a little dangerous because it teaches you to ignore useful information along with the useless kind. So let's split this properly into categories. Category 1, performance feedback. See, if someone, especially professionally, when you are doing a professional work, someone who's responsible for your work, a manager, a mentor, probably a client, a customer, tells you your report had gaps, probably your presentation ran too long, your delivery needs work. This is not a personal attack. This is data. It's uncomfortable, but it's usable. The move here isn't to shut it out and say not taking it personally. The move is to actually sit with it, Strip out the tone and ask, is there something true in here I can use to get better? Performance feedback, even when it stings, is often the fastest route to growth. You'll never ever get handed for free. For example, when I started making videos on YouTube, some of you told me that, ma'am, your audio is not clear. There is a lot of background noise. The voice is not clear. So please change your mic. I changed my mic. I have a new mic now. So I have linked this mic as well if one of you is interested. Now, I took it as a feedback because not every comment or everything made is an attack. And I didn't take it personally. Then there were some of you who also told me to not post daily. But since I have given myself a 90 days challenge, I still didn't take it personally. There was no attack in it because some of you felt like that I shouldn't post daily because the videos are of value and some of you are not able to watch them daily. So all I said that I'm going to go on my pace. You all can catch up along with me because the videos on YouTube are going to stay here. You can watch them at your own time. But the challenge which I have given myself for consistency, I'm going to go ahead with it. Polite conversations, spoken to each other, but nothing taken personally by any of us. So there are certain things which are told to you are in a form of feedback. Take them like that and do not take them as personal or an attack on you. Then there is category number 2. Comments about who you are, your looks, your character. Random put down comments with no context. This is where it's not about you. Nobody who's well, secure, and doing fine in their own life spends their energy commenting on someone's appearance or tearing someone down for just fun. That comment tells you everything about where they are, and almost nothing there is about you. This is the kind of comment you're allowed to simply set down and walk away from. Not analyze, do not internalize, not carry it into your tomorrow. The skill isn't never take anything personally. The skill is knowing in the moment which category you are standing in front of. So how do you tell the difference in real time about whether when a comment lands and what actually is it and which category should it be put in? And especially when your first instinct is just to react. So what you do is you buy yourself a few seconds and you ask one question. Is this feedback on something I did? Or is this a comment on who I am? Or just a random comment just to put me down? If it's about what you did, your work, your performance, a specific action, stay in the room with it. Ask a follow-up to your own self or to the person who's saying it. Can you say more about that? That question alone does two things. It slows down your defensiveness and it usually reveals the comment, whether it's smaller and more specific than the story you were about to build around it in your own mind. If it's about who you are, your looks, your worth, a low blow with no substance behind it, you don't owe it curiosity. You don't owe it 3 days of replaying. You're allowed to recognize it for what it is and then let it go. If you're someone who takes every comment the same way, treating a manager's feedback or stranger's cheap shot with the exact same weight, the exact same 3 sleepless nights on it, that's not proof that you're too sensitive. It's proof you haven't yet built the filter that sorts one from the another. And that filter is the superpower I'm talking about. Not numbness, not pretending nothing affects you, a filter. One that lets real useful feedback in and lets everything else pass straight through without leaving a mark on you. So here is what I want you to try. Next time a comment lands on you and stings, don't react in the first 10 seconds. Ask the one question. Is this about something I did and I can improve? Or is this about who I am? If it's the first, sit with it. It might be the most useful thing someone says to you all week. If it's the second, set it down and just keep walking. Build that filter. And you have built one of the quietest, most powerful skills a person can have. That is the power to not take things personally. And you will stop hurting yourself and you will start living with power and eventually speaking with power. Jai Hind everyone. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.